The Monsal Trail starts in Bakewell and it's about 10 mile long. It was once part of the railway line from Manchester to London since 1863. In 1981 it became a popular location for walking and it's surrounded by scenic woodland hills and limestone crags. I parked up at the old station at Millardale, which is in a beautiful valley on the River Wye, and it sits beside two girder bridges, as you can see, crossing the River Wye, with the Monsal Trail passing through it. In 1904 a Roman coin was discovered at Millardale called the Coin of Guardian. The coin was in perfect condition and was of the Emperor Gordius Pius. Now the Monsal Trail cuts through fossil-filled limestone that formed over 350 million years ago, when the area was a tropical sea near the equator. Shells, corals and mud built up on the seabed and eventually formed the limestone. And along the trail at Millardale you see these massive disused lime kilns. Lime had been used as a building material and to improve the soil for centuries. Even the Romans used lime in their concrete. Now before the 18th century, lime production was very much a family affair, with the families living next to their kiln in the limestone hillsides, and the whole family was involved in the production. But with the coming of the railway and the increased demand from the steel and chemical industries in the 19th century, lime production took a step up. Now these lime kilns are massive, the biggest I've ever seen, and they were built next to a quarry where the limestone was obtained. Also next to the old Midland Railway. It was so coal was brought in by the trains, and it was also able to take the finished lime away. Now, these massive kilns were in operation from 1880 to 1944, producing at their peak 50 tonnes of quicklime per day. The kilns now provide habitat for swifts and 3 species of bats. During the excavation of the Rowsley and Buxton extension line close by in Blackwelldale in 1861, a human skeleton was discovered. There was a collapse while they were excavating it and the skeleton was broken to pieces. But it was recorded that when it first found, it lay at full length on several large flat stones, having the face upwards, with one arm across the chest and the other lying alongside the body. And the examinations of the bones suggest they belonged to a man in his middle age. It was interpreted as a assist burial of the Celtic period, although it was noted that the extended position of the skeleton was unusual. The normal position for this period is being crouched. so it's very unusual, which makes it unclear of what period it was from, really. Now this is heading to the top of the massive kiln you've just seen, where they would chuck the lime in from the top. Now here you can see the circular tracks. There would have been a hole in the middle, I gather. And the carriage on the tracks, which would have been loaded with the lime and tipped in to the kiln. This is the quarry next to the kiln, and it's probably started by the family business way before the 18th century, but continued on in the Industrial Revolution, and it is now a nature reserve. There's Cheetor Tunnel. It is one of several tunnels that used to carry the busy Derby to Manchester railway line between Bakewell and Millerdale's station. The longer tunnels are about 400 metres long and lit during daylight hours. Now just the other side of the tunnel there's possibly Romano-British farmstead complex, comprising a number of small enclosures 5-6 metres across on an area of 2 acres. Appears to be part of a large settlement and field system which extends to the east overlooking Blackwell Dale. And you also have Cheetor round cairn, which was from the Bronze Age, which was about 8 metres in diameter, and it's not far from the Romano-British settlement. The mound has several trees growing on its rim and interior now. It had all the appearance of a small but badly robbed barrow, but the possibility that it's quarried natural knoll can't be discounted. It's never been excavated.